prepare yourself. You are about to be remade into a new being through forbidden knowledge previously kept secret for centuries by the jealous priesthoods of many religions. Caution, improper viewing techniques may lead in some persons to dependency, seizures, cranial fits, priapic conditions, micturitions, subtle glandular mutations, and in some territories, legal arrest.
Right, if we do 3, 2, 1, and we are recording. Cheers, Dan, to another podcast.
That's
podcast
it, mate. Episode number 2.
Podcast.
We made it.
Couldn't believe we finished the first one, but we managed to make it to the second one.
Easily as well.
Easily, too easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy, it was scary.
To us. Maybe. To anyone else listening, they might have thought, what the fuck
What
is
the fuck
this?
are they talking? How is this still going on? But this time, it's podcast 2 with a bit of a twist. This time, we're focusing mainly on gaming, video games, the way things are going, the current way that we are playing, and the money that these developers are stealing from us on a daily fucking basis.
Amen, sister.
Amen. Amen to
I think maybe
that.
we should introduce ourselves. We never introduce ourselves.
If you didn't remember my name, it's Jake.
And this is Dan.
Yeah.
The sultry tones of Dan and Jake coming at you live.
The kind of things you hear in your nightmares after you've been drunk all night. And those fever dreams you have. That's us, both of them.
That's us coming at you live.
Every single time.
Yeah.
But I think, on the subject of gaming, probably one of the things we need to talk about right now is the fucking train wreck that is Google Stadia, if you
Wow.
haven't heard about it so far.
Stadia or Stadia?
I mean, it depends where you're from, isn't it?
I suppose.
I think Stadia sounds
I think
better.
Stadia.
Yeah,
But I
I-
hear like, a lot of Americans call it Stadia.
a lot of Americans fucking talk
I know,
shit.
mate. Absolute flannel, mate.
Absolute bollocks, mate.
Flannel
So
City.
they can call it Stadia, whatever the fuck they want to call it. But, I mean, Google's American, right?
Of course.
It's probably pronounced Stadia.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
'em.
mean, we can just make up what we want for it.
And I will.
That's
I
what
will,
we do best.
I will continue to say Stadia and the fucking train wreck that it is.
Wait, are you saying Stadia or Stadia?
I don't even know anymore.
Because I thought it was Stadia.
Yeah. Like Narnia.
Yeah. But that's like a London way of saying it. So maybe
Yeah.
it is Stadia.
Fucking Stadia, mate.
Fucking Stadia, son.
I'll fucking shank you with my fucking Stadia. But yeah, it's a fucking mess right now. If you haven't even reviews, if you haven't seen what it is, it's Google's version of streaming video games.
Yeah, without any hardware. Yeah.
Without any hardware. They're late to the game, though.
Huh?
They're late to the game.
They are late to the
PlayStation
game.
have done it.
There's been several, yeah.
Yeah. That's been out for
None
a
that
while.
have really picked up because the technology's just not there yet.
It's not. No.
It's not there yet at all. And they obviously they're playing. Well, they're saying they're calling it a big game.
Yeah.
But it's just not. It's just not the case. Obviously, from the early reviews and what a lot of people are saying about it, it's nowhere near ready. It was nowhere near ready for. It's like an alpha, an alpha build.
Yeah.
But obviously they're trying to get it out for the Christmas rush, So
What are they charging for that? Like, I've seen the American price, like $129.
$120 or so, yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
That's for literally just for the controller and the little dongle. But I suppose if you think about it, without hardware, that's not bad, is it? If it could run the games at, like it says, 4K and without frame rate issues.
It's one of those things where the only kind of people that are going to spend their money on it are hardcore gamers. If you're a hardcore gamer, you've got a console or you've got a PC. So what audience are they trying to get? It seems like a bit of a shit show.
Well, yeah, this is it. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I think I can see it going that way eventually. Like, I think it should eventually go streaming, and it'll just be literally like a seamless experience. But again, it comes back to we're just not there technology-wise. And maybe it's one of those things where it is a work in progress. So they're bringing it out, and it's going to be constantly updated for the years to come. But like every single game or console that gets released, there's always a rocky start. So you can't really...
And I appreciate that,
Yeah.
but I mean, most of the other people that do these kind of things start off in a beta. Like when World of Warcraft came out, I mean, one of the sickest fucking games out there, still to this day. World of Warcraft did so well that they had to bring out their shittier earlier version because people wanted it.
Yeah.
I mean, who
that's
else
like
has
a cult
done that?
following, though. That's a cult following. That's like a certain like niche.
But it's a massive cult. You can't say it's a cult following, man. Blizzard have made billions off of that.
You say that, but I never played the game. And I know a lot of people who have never played it or even heard of it.
It's crazy.
It's still
how you
definitely
can know
like...
someone for so long, and all of a sudden they just
Yeah.
say something that just stabs you right in the fucking
I'm sorry,
heart.
mate, but I never got into it, I'm afraid.
No? Any MMOs you played?
Well, the only online ones was...
They're all online. They're MMOs.
Of course, they're massive multiplayer online, aren't they? Yeah. Well, okay. In that case, then, the only one I ever played was RuneScape.
Oh, shit.
And I loved RuneScape.
All right,
mate.
that's fair.
I fucking loved RuneScape.
I never got into it.
You got my parents to buy me a membership when I was like 12.
Oh, that's
Literally
cute.
£3 a month. Fucking loved it, mate. Fishing all day.
So that was a bit like a top-down Minecraft. Am I right in saying that? No, not you can make buildings
No,
and
you
shit.
couldn't. Yeah, you could like mine and shit and like chop wood and cast spells and stuff. But like
All
there was,
the
like,
big
quests
things
and stuff. yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, like, I mean, there was a lot to do. There was a lot. It was depth. There was depth there.
In what way?
In what way? There was. It was loads to do.
I don't know. I never played it.
You never played RuneScape?
No, I just said that. I never played
I didn't even know you
RuneScape,
said
man.
that.
Nah,
mate.
nah,
Honestly,
man.
You're missing out, or you missed out. I say you missed out. They just brought it out on mobile.
I did see.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I loaded it up and I was like, I can't be dealing with this. So
Can't go
clearly,
back.
clearly I've grown out of it. But at the time, for me, it was like revolutionary. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck this! Like, I can run around with loads of random people. Like there was this guy. Looking back at it now, he's probably grooming me.
Absolutely.
His name was Janko Harasco, and he's from Hungary.
Yeah, but he wanted
And
you.
he's
Little 12-year-old
He used to
Dan.
give me loads of shit all the time. I'm like, yeah, this is normal. And then like looking back now, the more I'm speaking about it, I'm like, no, that was.
Why
that
did
was
you send
fucked.
him those pictures, Dan?
Well,
that
this is it.
was the first mistake.
This is it, mate. I mean, it's just one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, you get sucked into the moment and it happens.
It's the same thing with our fucking Club Penguin.
Yes.
Didn't that get
Yeah.
infiltrated by paedophiles?
Oh,
Something
mate,
crazy
big time,
like
big
that.
time. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I have, hey mate. Oh, it's not for me to.
I'm sorry. Look, you give people a platform and they'll find any way to fuck it.
That's
Literally,
true.
Literally fuck it.
Mate, that's fucking.
That's why
true.
they test. That's why they test games because people just fuck it.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
you put it on like a mass population, they will find some way to fuck it.
Yeah.
In some cases, literally paedophiles and the like.
Exactly. Yeah,
Disgusting.
yeah. They got into. It's kind of the same with obviously Fallout 76. If you've been following
Oh,
that.
mate, what a
man,
travesty.
I know.
And what a shame as well because I love Bethesda and I
did.
love the Fallout games.
Hey mate,
But like
I loved everything about Bethesda. I've been playing Bethesda since the original Xbox when I started playing Morrowind. It blew my fucking mind because it was so big, and I was kind of at the age where I started to understand games, read the dialogue before I'd skip it all, understand the story, and I was like, man, this game is fucking amazing. Who are these? Bethesda. And that was it. That always stayed in my mind. And then obviously Oblivion. Did you play Oblivion?
Mate, Oblivion was the first Bethesda game I played, and it blew me away. Yeah,
it was one of the. It's still, it's for me. I prefer Oblivion over Skyrim, even though Skyrim's
I
incredible.
agree. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, those Oblivion games, sick as fuck. The story, Cyrodiil, everything.
Yeah, the Skyrim story is a little bit
naff.
Just weak, wasn't it? It was weak.
It was compared to the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the things that happened, and then you end up just being this basically a Viking. That's what the Nords are. They're Vikings,
exactly.
aren't they?
The Viking equivalent. Yeah.
I've never really been interested in the whole Viking thing.
Really?
Never been my thing. And even the rumors of Assassin's Creed, the new one's going to be a Viking game.
I
You
haven't
about
heard.
that? No.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. What haven't they touched yet?
Yeah,
that's
true.
that's probably the only thing they haven't touched.
They're definitely good. I knew they were going to go there at some time, but in one of the Ubisoft games, don't quote me on which one it is, but there's like a poster in the game, like it's a shooting game, and is a Viking with an apple of Eden, and everyone was like, "Oh, fucking!"
yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah."
Easter egg straight off the bat.
And I've seen a leak of the logo that they're going to bring out. Do you know what I mean? And it's basically like a Norse shield, and then it's got the full fucking Assassin's Creed lingo.
I'm just not excited.
Nah, man.
I didn't even play Odyssey, and I know Odyssey's one of the best ones out of the lot.
Yeah.
And I just had no interest. I tell you what was good though, fucking Black Flag. That game was fucking incredible.
Black Flag
with the ships,
the best.
mate. The Jackdaw, fucking,
Jackdaw.
fucking
What?
upgrading
A Welsh
that shit.
fucking pirate, mate. I lost my shit.
I know, man.
It was
I
incredible.
love the fucking legendary battles, like fighting them fucking
the giant ships.
the giant ships.
Yeah,
and there's one where you had to fight the two big fucking mammoth,
man.
what the fuck they were called, Man of Wars.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
That was a great fucking game.
It was, and it was revolutionary for the time as well.
Definitely. Because it was like one of the launch titles for the Xbox One, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, man. And the whole like was it Assassin's Creed 3 came out first before Black Flag, when you kind of first were in a boat for the first time. They were like, Rogue Wind.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And I was like, this is sick. I like this. Good aspect of it. And then they just went fucking balls deep with a Black Flag, and it was incredible. And they tried the same thing with Assassin's Creed Rogue. You play Rogue?
And they never played Rogue.
Nobody played Rogue, except me. I got it on Steam sale.
Rogue,
it was like
yeah.
£1.99, and I was like, fucking bargain. So I got
you can't go... Well, yeah, you can't argue with that, can you?
It was alright. It was basically Black Flag, but you pay as the other dudes. What are they called? Not the assassins.
Oh, the Templars.
Yeah, you play as the Templar. Start off as an assassin, stab in the back, end up being a Templar, roll around in the boat. And I was like, but you're not Welsh, though, are you? And that was it. That was the selling point. The jackdaw.
Yeah,
what the
man.
fuck?
That
like,
jackdaw, mate.
People all around the world are just like, they haven't really heard of Wales. But the Welsh, we went nuts when we were in an Assassin's Creed game.
Amen, brother. I mean, I'm English, but I understand why you got excited
I'm so sorry for your loss. I forgot about that. Yeah.
My loss. Well, let's not go there, mate.
But, I mean, who were the people? Because what is it? Was it Ubisoft Montreal or something like that?
Montreal, yeah.
Some dude in, like, L.A., do you know what I mean? Where they've got all their headquarters, and they were just like, Wales. Yeah. That's where he needs to be. How do they even know who we are? We're like a tiny little province on the side of the United Kingdom, but I'm glad someone chose us, man.
They probably thought that it was out there enough to be like, oh, yeah, that'd be a bit quirky. Yeah, let's go for Wales.
Probably. I think so. Yeah,
everything's been done to death. Yeah. Especially with Assassin's Creed, man. It's like literally everything's been done to death.
Well, when they started bringing out a new game every year,
like the old Call of Duty curse.
That's when it started to get shit, you know?
Mate, let's not even get on to Call of Duty.
I stopped playing Call of Duty at, when did I really play it? I want to say World at War, but that was a long time ago.
Man.
Did Modern Warfare 3 come out after World at War?
I think I stopped playing at Black Ops, so it went COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and then it went on to all the shit ones, and I think I stopped playing at Modern Warfare 2. No, Black Ops. Black Ops came before Modern Warfare 3, I think. But yeah, I played Black Ops, and the story for that was actually pretty sick.
I need a fucking timeline, man.
And I just could not even get into Modern Warfare 3, even though it was supposed to be carrying on the story. It was just shite, man.
Oh, man, I played that. I think Black Ops 3. I think I got that far.
I didn't even get that far.
I like the zombies, man.
Don't get me wrong. Like the tryout games always
they were good.
did well. Like the zombies, you can't argue with that.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best things they. But I love all the zombie games, man.
But it just kept it fresh, didn't it?
Tried.
They need it, but it got a little bit over the top with the fucking. I don't know. Like, I loved the original. Was it Care du Untoten? Was like the very first one on World at War.
That was World at War, man.
Yeah, that was World at War, and that was literally just like bare bones.
Yeah,
you're in a little shitty room. You can't go anywhere but that room, and it's literally just like an onslaught until it's like there's nothing more you can do. And then they started bringing out the fucking weird machines and the moving boxes and stuff.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it's all good fun. I did enjoy it, but like I just loved that. That's what sucked me in.
That was OG.
Was the first level. That's
what was so good about. I think age has got something to do with it as well, because I mean, me and you were a bit, like there's a year between us, so basically the same age, and we were at an age where the living room was still alive, where you sit down with all your mates and you play on the four screen split screen.
Like
you could barely see what the fuck was going on in your corner. And who's got enough money to open the stairs?
Who's screen watching?
Yeah, who's screen watching? Exactly. Those are the best times, man. But now, like you said, like I think one of the most recent ones I played, I think it was some fucking asylum, and it was huge.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where the fuck I was going. And some 12-year-old kid had to guide me through the fucking asylum and open all the... I'm like, I'm old
down
now.
the mic at you.
Yeah, I'm the old guy now.
Yeah.
Like, when the fuck did that happen, man? Jesus.
Oh, man, literally, it's rife. Like, the 12-year-olds, they're fucking insane.
It's Fortnite.
Like, I thought I was good, like, when I was playing. But, like, I step on now and I just get shit on. And these kids are just fucking, like, they're insane.
That's because we grew up with old school modem. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, lag's got fuck all to do with it, mate.
No, but what I'm saying is we were brought up with that. And the kids that are being brought up with the first thing they see is a fucking iPad. Technologically, they're way more advanced than us.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. Like, my niece is, like, knows how to work an iPad, and she's not even 2. It's like...
It's terrifying.
Like, it is terrifying. It's a shame as well. It is a shame.
Because they say that the longer you stay in front of a screen, like the more antisocial you're going to get. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're used to constant enjoyment, boom, 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 with the press of a button.
It's like the serotonin levels just don't match up anymore.
Exactly.
Like, your body forgets how to produce it when you're not looking at a screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes sense when you put it like that.
And it's sad. It is. It's a sad part of life. But
at the same time, like when we were 12, that's I think 12 to 13, 14, 15 is when like the first Modern Warfare came out.
Yeah.
And that game itself was fucking revolutionary. Like
the
gameplay, the graphics were insane. Even the single player, the multiplayer was like leagues above. They had to find something that was going to be the Halo killer. Because Halo has had all the headlines. Halo 1 and 2 were just fucking dominating.
Yeah.
And they needed something. And they they crushed it.
Yeah.
It was incredible. But we worship those fucking games. And I spent maybe like 12 hours at each time when I was about 14, 15 playing that non-stop.
Yeah.
So like you can't really blame the kids of today. They've got it all available to them.
True.
And it's fucking there. Like it's and at the end of the day, like we all love gaming, so if they weren't playing, the industry would be fucked because I don't play nowhere near as much as I used to.
How much of the industry do you think is kids? Little kids going on Fortnite, ask, "Mummy, please, I need the new fucking costume."
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I reckon it's a good 85% of the entire
That's
multiplayer
a high
base.
Percentage, man.
Mate,
most games are 18.
What adult has got fuck as if that was ever a problem. I was playing GTA at like fucking 9.
True, I agree with you there.
No one gave a shit. Maybe that was the time, I don't know, but I still believe that now.
I think they didn't know, because at the time they were like, what is a video game? Pac-Man, of course you can have GTA. No one else beating the shit out of hookers. Do you know what I mean? Stealing their money and set fire into fucking civilians.
Mate, that's how you grow. That's
how you become a man.
Now. Exactly. Look at us now, mate. Look, we're doing all right.
I'm fine. I'm not psychotic
I used to beat up hookers every weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in the game, but like...
What? I mean, yeah. No idea. Delete that last part.
Yeah. Edit that one out, please.
Edit that one out, please. Yeah. Yo, Mike, yes, please, mate. Delete that, please. No, I can't be dealing with that. But, even with the new, obviously the peak, I would say, of Rockstar right now is Red Dead Redemption 2. Fucking fantastic.
Oh, mate, the game is incredible. I hate to say it, but I'm not a fan of the online. It's just boring.
Never played it. Never even turned it on.
Boring.
I played GTA 5 online. A mate of mine, he was really into it, and he was buying shark cards, man. And he had like a CEO tower, and I was helping him drive cars to A to B, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, all right. And anything is fun when you play it with friends.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I tried playing it on my own, I had like a weed farm. It took me ages to grind to get a weed farm. So I was driving product from A to B. And halfway there, some guy in a fucking jet that I've never seen before looked at me, boom, killed me, and I lost all this. I thought, why am I playing this game? It is the worst game to get griefed on.
It is like a fucking cesspit on there now. There was a time when it wasn't like that, but because all the updates they throw out, and obviously all the things you can do now, compared to when it came out, 6 years ago?
Yeah. Really?
5 years ago, I think it was.
Was it 5 years?
Yeah, it's 5 years.
Where was my life gone?
Yeah, I know, mate. Where's the
going?
Next one? That's what I want to know. Like, every time one comes out, I'm like, fucking, when's the next one? Like, without getting too far away from Red Dead Redemption 2, because I fucking worship that single player. Like, the story was incredible.
I still haven't finished it.
You haven't finished it?
No,
Arthur Morgan, man.
I know, man.
We could be literally tearing up right now if you knew what I was talking about.
Well, the thing is like, obviously, I can't give any spoilers because I've never played the game, but obviously he's going to die. Because
not necessarily.
The only reason why I say that is because we play as John Marshall in the first Red Redemption.
Marston,
sorry.
Get it right, mate, please.
Fucking hell. So sorry. I'm gonna get sued by Rockstar now. But obviously, we know already that he kills everybody, and that in the first one you go after Butch, and he's there like, oh, you fucking betray me, no, blah blah blah. So we already know.
So we know that John Marston killed everyone. Everyone.
No, maybe not everyone. Like I said, I haven't finished it, but I basically know what's going to happen. The Pinkertons are going to get to Marston one way or another. Either they've got his family or whatever. He's going to have to betray them, and obviously we know through Red Dead 1 he feels guilty for what he had to do. We know that.
You couldn't be more wrong, mate.
Really? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, this
is why you need to play the fucking game.
I will.
Mate, I'll tell you what. It's one like the games these days don't ever like make me feel anything. But that was a fucking good game. It was a great story, and like it's a long old story as well. It takes fucking 50+ hours to complete.
I think it's not. I wouldn't say it got a short attention span, because I mean, when you go in Steam library, it's probably the same with Xbox or whatever. You can have a look at how many hours you spend on games, and I think the longest I've spent on a game is 227 hours.
Fuck me.
Far too much time to be playing video games.
Let me guess, Skyrim.
It wasn't Skyrim, actually. No.
World of Warcraft. That's not even on Steam, is it?
No. That's they got their own, like Blizzard have got their own launcher. Epic
launcher,
have got their own, even Bethesda have got their own launcher. Man, I had to download it the other way to look at their paid mods. Let's not get started on that. I'll be fucking
I don't know fuck all about PC, so
no,
straight over my head, mate. Yeah, I'm a console baby.
Well, no, it's the same. You can get paid mods on console.
I know. Well, only on like the games that not a lot of games
that allow them.
Yeah, like the Bethesda games are the only ones that do it.
So basically, what it was is that Bethesda game, well, any game really, do you know what I mean? But Bethesda games are really good at modding, because they give all the
modding kits, don't they?
Yeah,
essentially,
they give you the modding kits.
It's like the Garden of Eden kit or something.
Yeah,
like that.
the Garden of Creation kit.
That's it.
Garden of Eden creation kit. Yeah, the GEC. So they gave that out so people can mod the game, and you could download the mods. It was great, but and all of a sudden Bethesda were like, "Yeah, we're going to open our own store and start selling mods," and people lost their fucking minds, man.
Just why abuse a good thing?
Because they're looking at other companies like EA. They're fucking making hundreds of thousands of dollars of 12-year-old kids.
Yeah.
If you can do that, you can rule
ethical,
the world.
Yeah, scumbags, mate.
Hey, mate, it is what it is.
Let's not even get started on EA, because...
no, let's get fucking into EA. I got a lot to get off my chest.
Let's go in.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go in hard.
I fucking hate EA with all my fucking heart, man. Even some of the sports games. Like, when you look at, like, no matter the fact that they keep bringing out the same fucking FIFA game every fucking year.
Yeah,
people keep on buying
it.
Like
95 has been going on, isn't it?
It was the same shit.
93, maybe?
Every year. But now they added the whole fucking... Basically, their version of loot boxes when they get the fucking card sets for new players. Yeah, man.
Mate, I was addicted at one point, like, years ago. Like, when it was, like, FIFA 14, I think. I spent fucking maybe hundreds of pounds on packs. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that do it... Like, I've got mates my age who still do it. And it's like, fuck me.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy
mental.
It gets people
and it's just like, whoever came up with that idea, man, fuck me. They've smacked it.
Genius.
Like, that isn't... I don't really disagree with that as much as I do loot boxes.
Yeah.
I think that is like, look, you know exactly what you're doing here. It's like buying a pack of Pokemon cards in the shop when you're like 8. Like, you're going to get what you're going to get.
Yeah, but even the people who buy a loot box, they know what they're doing. They know that they're buying a product that might give them the chance to have what they want.
It is obviously aimed at kids.
Yes,
whereas
exactly.
But the FIFA isn't necessarily. Like, you don't get a lot of kids who know the football inside out and their players and shit. But you fucking put some loot boxes on, like, a really colourful fucking... What's that shitty game that we just spoke about?
Pokemon?
No.
Hey, no, I like Pokemon.
Oh, mate,
Before people give
my
me
childhood,
shit.
Mate. I never shit on Pokemon. Yeah. What's that one with the free-to-play Battle Royale one? Literally just said it.
Oh, Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite. Like, you put that in front of a kid.
Yes.
Because his mates have got a certain skin or something.
He's going to fucking
where
you're coming
grab
from
his
there,
mum's credit card and he's going to go to fucking town on that bad boy, isn't he? He's literally going to open that shit
it's
up.
goners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she'll fucking, like, she'll check about a month later and be like, oh, fuck. She'll try and claim it back and like, oh, sorry, no.
Yeah.
There's no return policy.
Epic won't, no.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's what...
Should have taught your kids better, though.
Well,
do you know what I'm saying?
I know, but... To be fair, the kids don't... the parents don't know, do they?
No, I know they don't.
It's very similar to what you said a minute ago about, like... When we were playing GTA at age 8, the parents just didn't have a fucking clue. Their idea of video games was
Pac-Man, Atari,
and fucking Pong and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, our generation of parents and grandparents were.
Exactly.
Like, if I had kids now and they'd be like, oh, can I play Whole Slaughters 3? I'd be like, you can fuck off, you're 12. I know what's in that shit. And I'd be like, give me it, and I'll play it.
To be fair, I think we'll be very different parents, because I'll be like, yeah, you just play whatever the fuck you want, just don't spend me money.
I know. But by the time we have, like, kids or grandkids, they'll be injecting fucking video games into their brain. They'll be like, you're such a granddad playing an Xbox. I'm like, what the fuck has happened? How did I miss out on this? It's the same thing as fucking VR. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say it's passing before my eyes at all.
No.
Because early stages.
Again, the technology is just not there yet.
It's just not. And it's so expensive.
Exactly.
I want one so bad.
The potential is there.
But I'm not going to spend like Steam. They're selling like the Oculus as well, but they're selling the whole package for like £900. Yeah. I'm not going to buy that now, because in like, let's say 5 years time, they'll have like the third up generation of what I just bought for the same price.
Exactly.
There's not enough games.
It's like the fucking iPhone. I know, like, sort of tangent a little bit.
No,
but
it's the same.
The iPhone, once a fucking year, a new one comes out. And it's just like, what is the point? Why, like, exactly the same with games, exactly the same with Call of Duty. It's just,
Well, I think
it's a cash cow.
I think the gamers, definitely, were starting to get sick of that shit. Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft were clever because they picked up on it early. They were like, you know what? People are getting sick of the same old shit every year. They went away, they had a discussion, they had a little sleep, they woke up, boom, Origins, and people lost their minds. The whole system different was changed. Levels, this, that, the other, ancient pyramids, going back to the start.
Yeah.
You know, if you played it or didn't, what they did was clever, especially when, like...
they expanded a story. Like,
Massively,
it was all part of the same story, whereas Call of Duty was literally just the same fucking gameplay with a new skin on.
Yes. Yeah.
And obviously, I'll give it to them. All their stories have always been great. Like, I've played all of the stories on Call of Duty games. Probably not the recent ones, but all of them have been brilliant. Like, they're great storytellers, and the way they bring it across is brilliant. But the multiplayer, mate, it's just... You can't. It's just like putting a fucking new skin on something and calling it something new. It's just like rolling a turd in glitter.
It's like, who do you blame? You can't blame the developers. These poor slaves.
Oh no, it's the fucking publisher.
Make a new Call of Duty.
It's Activision, mate. It's Activision.
Yeah,
of course it's Activision.
Exactly.
It's not the fucking poor fucking developers, mate. They're doing everything they can do.
Yeah.
No, mate, they're literally being told you need to churn one out once a year, or you're going to lose your fucking contract, and we're going to fucking. Like...
Don't make me do it. I don't want to make another multiplayer map.
Please no. Yeah, that's why all the fucking multiplayer maps look exactly the same. Just literally like someone's fucking flipped it, like so it's backwards, and they put a different skin on there, and it's like.
But there's a big group of idiots that, oh, they got a new map. I'll pay 15
And now they're bringing out
pack.
free ones, like free maps. They're not fucking free maps.
I know. The worst thing is that they're bringing it out like it's revolutionary. We're bringing out free. When I was a kid, I expected free maps.
Mate.
Otherwise, why am I going to keep playing
Mate, I tell you what, fucking Halo 2, Bungie, shout out to Bungie, loved their community. They used to give out free map packs every single time. Like, every single map pack was free.
Yeah. I mean... Halo did a lot that I think really raised the bar with a lot of things, and that's why I loved Bungie so much. 343, not
Bungie
too much of a big
gone down
fan.
the pan though.
Destiny. I wouldn't say it's their fault, all right. And the reason why I say this is that Bungie were like, you know what? They've given over the crown of Halo. They did this, man. They got Reach 1, 2, 3, ODST. They were like, we smashed it, and they did. I loved every single one of those.
And they deserved to try something new, like they wanted to.
Yes, and Bungie and Destiny was going to be their new bait, but what they did wrong was they teamed up with Activision.
Well, that's it, yeah.
And Activision were like,
the money-hungry bastards,
and they started sucking the blood out of their neck.
They saw the potential of a fucking Halo game that they can monetize.
That's what happened.
After it's been bought.
And that's exactly.
Unfortunately, they fell into that trap, didn't they?
And also, there was a major writer of Destiny that left the game like just a couple of weeks before it came out, or a month or two, and took all his work with him. And then because of that, they had to rewrite the whole story. So the story didn't make any sense. The multiplayer was a mess. And things I've seen the deleted footage of what the first story was supposed to be, and it's like wildly different. Have you played any Destiny?
Never.
Then you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't, mate. Ignorant professional, mate. That's why I'm here.
In other fucking truth.
Like, mate, I love Bungie, and I literally during the Halo 3 days, like the post Halo 2, pre Halo 3, I was like literally bumming that website on the forums, literally waiting for updates all the time, and they were really engaged with the community. Yeah. Since Halo went to 343, they still do that, and I'm just old and I don't follow it. But Bungie have just gone silent. It's just not the same company as it was.
The thing is, it's like they put everything they could into one game, and I get that. Because Destiny is the new live service, and everyone's making live services these days. So Bungie is so what it was supposed to be. There was never supposed to be a Bungie 2. There was just supposed to be Bungie. Like there's just World of Warcraft. There's not World of Warcraft 2. So what it was supposed to be, there's one game that you buy, and they continually stay updated over time.
You mean Destiny, not Bungie, yeah?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Like
sorry.
Bungie 2?
I know. Sorry, I meant. Do you know what I mean? The Bungie 2. Destiny
Can we get some
2.
Fs in the chat for Jake, please?
I know.
Press F to pay respects.
Just please to delete the last 18 years of my life. But that's what it was supposed to be. But they fucked it up, and then other people kind of looked because basically Fortnite are the ones who did it. Epic. They did the live server. They just brought out Fortnite. bought out the battle pass. There's a new seasons, and they made billions. And everybody else thought,
did.
if they can do it, I can fucking do it.
That was like a sort of cop out compared to what fucking Bungie are doing, like with the live world. They've got a lot of fucking things going on, whereas that's just one map. They've just got one map they've had for
No, but the
ages.
one map changes every season over time.
Yeah,
but the fact is, you can't look at it as a game. You got to look at it as a business model, and that's what they thought. There's a live service.
Don't get me wrong.
So Destiny tried it because World of Warcraft, they've done it. They made loads of money. They bought expansion passes, and then EA were like, you know what? I'm going to get my dirty, filthy, fucking shit-covered, disease-ridden mitts on this idea, and then they bought out Anthem.
Oh, mate, that was dire.
And in all fairness,
that was tragic.
To EA, it wasn't their fault. The Anthem was such a fucking pile of shit.
Did you see the E3 footage of Anthem?
Yes,
and it looks incredible. And everyone's like, fuck me, this game's going to be insane. And have you seen the side-by-side comparisons of the final release?
I have, yeah.
It's unbelievable how shit it is.
It's terrible. They
literally just lied to people. That's all it was. A lie.
But it's...
so how was it not EA's fault then?
It's
because everything's EA's fault, you know that.
I know. The other day, I dropped my ice cream on the floor. I was like, "Fuck you, EA!
Fuck EA!
Fuck EA!" But no, it was what are they called? I want to biology, bio. They made the Mass Effect games. I've had too much whiskey.
I know what you're saying.
Ooh,
fuck!
Someone's screaming at us right now.
Bioware.
That's the man. Down the man right there. So Bioware, they're the ones who fucked it up. So basically, they brought out the game. They had like some stupid 4 years to develop the game. After the first 2 years, they spent the whole time wanking. That's what they did for the first 2 years.
Can you blame them?
And then the head of EA, CEO, he came down and he was like, "All right, lads, well, how's it been going then? What have you got to show me?" And they were like, and they showed him it, and he played I don't know, like 30 minutes of a demo, and he turned to the guy and he's like, "You fucked up. If you don't fix this fucking game," and they were like, "Oh shit." So they did everything that they could to try and fix it. He came down again and they showed it to him and they removed the flying. You know, you can fly. It's the best part of the game is being an Iron Man. And then he played it, and he was like, "You fucking made it even worse. Put the flying back in. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then they fucking tried to do it. They were given a date, and they brought it out. And it was fucking dog shit.
Yep.
The BioWare that I know as a kid, BioWare that was Knights of the Old Emperor 1, Knights of the Old Emperor 2.
Yeah.
Amazing games. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Fuck you all. I loved 3.
3 was a little bit ropey.
It was just because of the end. It was like, literally, it was like 99% of the game was fucking fantastic, and then everyone went nuts because I only get 3 choices. Go fuck yourself, mate. Do you know what I mean? I get it.
A lot of butthurt fucking nerds.
I get the... I mean, I was disappointed by the ending. I'm not going to be stupid about it. What, you're going to ignore the rest of the game that you loved?
I suppose. But people love to bitch about whatever they can bitch about.
Of course they do, yeah.
So,
I like to see them go out and try to make a fucking Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, I wouldn't even have a fucking clue where to start.
Because the BioWare I know, the BioWare now that is dead to me, made Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh yeah,
which was fucking dog
I never
shit.
even played it. I don't think I even played. I played 1, 2, and like the first half of 3, and I was just like,
nah. Couldn't make it through.
Nah, I was. After just making, what's his name? Colonel Shepard. After making him just fucking fuck
Commander
everyone.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard, that's it.
See,
look, this is how long it's been, look.
I know.
I just made him literally fuck everything.
You just deranked him.
Male.
You just stole his rank away from him.
Anything like male, female, beast. I literally just made him go through them like a plough. And I just got bored after that.
That's part of the game.
I know,
fucked everything in the universe, and I got bored after that.
That's pretty much how it went.
It's only so much space aids you can get, you know? What's your space aids meter is full?
He died of terminal space aids
That was the ending of your story.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Fuck the Reapers. What happened to the Reapers?
I actually thought it was a great ending.
He's there in a hospital bed, thin as fuck.
How realistic is that, though?
That's the true ending. Yeah.
Dies of space aids.
Man, if you fuck a couple of aliens, you're gonna get something.
Well, mate, yeah. Always like the chickens that come home to roost, mate.
It's
you
like
can't just go
101.
spreading your seed around the galaxy and expect nothing to come back to you.
I know.
What I mean?
That's fair.
Amen.
What they should have tied together is that, well, the thing is that in Mass Effect 1, you caught AIDS. But in Mass Effect 3, you were just told you're HIV positive. And then you started suffering the effects.
Yeah, exactly. The Simpsons began to show in like Mass Effect 2.
Didn't even know.
You didn't really know.
You didn't even know you had
started
it.
feeling a little bit more tired every now and again. You started to lose a bit of weight. And then episode 3, you literally get diagnosed on the spot.
Brittle. Trying to walk up the stairs. And the rest of the game is just you telling people you fucked.
Yeah.
That you've got AIDS.
Yeah. Every person you meet, just tell him you got HIV.
I'm so sorry. I know we fucked in that spaceship and in that space bar, but I got AIDS.
Yeah. I got AIDS. I got the super space AIDS.
That's the DLC I would have paid. I would have paid for that DLC,
Mate,
man. The AIDS DLC.
I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
You're listening to this right now.
Yeah, look, you fucked up.
Bring out the AIDS DLC.
Yeah.
The people are asking for
Mass
it.
Effect Super Space AIDS DLC. The people have spoken. Yeah, the expansion. It's like The Sims AIDS edition, when everyone just gets fucked and dies. You know what I mean?
The only people I know who buy Sims are women.
Yeah, I was just about to say girlfriends.
Women?
Girlfriends of gamers.
My
yeah.
girlfriend loves Sims, but she won't play anything else. I'll put like a controller in front of her, and she'll fall over and hurt her elbow. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? But I give her Sims, and she's like, I got 16 mansions, I own the city, I have 5 children. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong
I've never
with
understood
you?
about Sims. It's like people do up their houses and they go to work, and it's very mundane and very just like. Imagine you're someone playing something. Oh, no, sorry. Just imagine you're being someone living a normal life. Just fucking live your normal life.
That's what I don't understand.
Just live your normal life and do those things anyway. Why do you need to... I mean, I suppose you could... I was going to say, I suppose you could sort of say the same about Skyrim, but I mean, you couldn't just be a fucking random Viking warrior with loads of fucking swords, could you?
No, there's no time in my life I'm going to kill a dragon. No time in my life. I will never be Dovahkiin.
Hey, man,
do you know what I mean? And
say
someone's
never,
going to blow out the fucking wall. That's never going to happen to me. That's the thing about good books, good movies, good video games, escapism. For a couple of hours, for a day.
Exactly. You're bang on. Sims is not escapism.
It's not escapism.
It's you just being you.
I'm literally
in your perfect world scenario.
I've tried playing it, and my Sim's getting frustrated because there's too many dirty dishes in the kitchen. I'm like, me too, mate. We're in the exact. That's not escape. That's reminding me I have to go downstairs and do the dishes. I don't want that. I don't want Kratos out with God of War looking at the camera, being, mate, have you done the washing yet? Fuck off, mate. I can't be dealing with that.
Turn around, it's like, oh, the baby's on fire. It's like, oh, for fucking well, yeah, look, it happens, mate. Like,
calm down.
This
like,
is life.
Yes.
Your baby's on fire.
Welcome to the real world. That's the Sims
Get over
expansion.
it or don't.
I would pay for.
Yeah, the baby's got AIDS.
Ooh, baby AIDS. Do you know, what we need to do, we need to have a couple of things that we just cannot mention again. Baby AIDS. Right, that's
mate,
number
baby
one.
AIDS, that's quality. That should be on a t-shirt.
That should be on the Hey,
baby AIDS.
That's another merch idea. Baby AIDS.
Yeah.
Ignorant professionals. Baby AIDS.
Why not?
Buy one for your... It is Christmas. Buy one for your neighbours.
Exactly,
Buy one for your grandma,
yeah. Black
you know?
Friday special, guys.
Ooh.
30% off.
I mean, no one's gonna buy it. I wouldn't even wear that in public.
There's not even a shop. There's not even a t-shirt. Don't worry about it.
Jake, it's not even real.
Yeah, who are you?
It's a
Where are we?
concept
What
we
is this?
just made up. That's true. That is, that's very true. But no, that's the expansion I would pay for. If it came to Sims and they added AIDS in it, man, I'd be EA. Have you seen how much they're selling their expansions for? It's like 25 quid a pop. And
what, for Sims expansions?
Yeah. And it's like, you get to live in a university.
Yeah.
Give me
That's
30
it.
quid. I'm like, what the fuck? My missus is like, yeah, I'll give you all the money you want. It's insane.
That's what I mean. What was it? It was like Sims 1, Sims 2. Then it was like Sims Hot Date.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then it was like Sims, I don't know, fucking fairy tale bollocks. I can't. There's fucking so many.
I think you're right, though. I think you're right.
So
but
many
then they did like Sims Pets, Sims University, Sims Home, and then they did Urban Sims, and they did all the shit. And then there was Sims 3. Sims 3 had the exact same DLC. They had to pay for all over again. And Sims 4 came out.
Cash cow.
It's cash cow. But it's
Milk
EA.
the fuck out of it.
But it is EA. You wouldn't expect anything less from EA.
No.
And the thing is, it's like I watched a documentary relatively recently where there was this guy, and people are giving him a lot of hate, but he told it how it is. And this guy was saying how video games make money, and basically, you interviewed the concept of whales, so you got those. There's like 5% of the population of people who play games will have all the money, and they're the people that are spending like £100 on gems for like fucking some stupid ass mobile game. The whales, the people with all the money, and that's what they rely on. They don't rely on you because you're like, I'm not going to pay fucking £100 for fucking gems so I can upgrade my castle.
So why is it? Why now do they have to do that?
Because basically they're making a video game and they're going to their shareholders. So
basically, it's all about just the fact that it's just money. It's just the shareholders they've got to impress.
But they're making promises to their shareholders that shouldn't really exist.
They can remain it. They can keep it like making profit after release, basically.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of different concepts of like business models that people are trying to do. So what we grew up, the business model, they bought out a game, you bought a game, right?
Yeah.
And then they bought out, you buy a game, and then there's DLC. Yeah, like, all right, fine. And then they started bringing out pre-orders. You buy the game before it's out for this price, and we'll give you a shiny hat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, all right. Okay.
I want a hat.
I want a hat.
Fuck,
but that's what it's like. Because it's like you're playing online with all your friends. Jake's got the shiny hat. Yeah, motherfuckers, I pre-ordered. Do you know what I mean? It's like a status. Do you know what I mean? Where people used to walk around with nice robes, now I'm walking around with a shiny hat and fucking video games. That's what it's like. And then they started bringing out the microtransactions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which was, I just pay 50 quid for a game. If I want the shiny hat, I have to buy their special dick face tokens, and then I gotta buy. But what I want to buy cost 400 tokens, but I've only got the option to buy 500 tokens, and I'm like, fucking hell. And they bought that out.
And you're not even guaranteed to get the shiny hat.
No, this is before then. This was microtransactions, so you could pay the tokens to buy the item.
I remember, of course.
Then they brought out the loot boxes, which is you buy real money, you get dick tokens. With dick tokens, you get the fucking loot boxes that they give you a 0.1 chance you'll get the shiny hat. And that's the world we live in. Mate. And it's a shame.
Yeah. Well, it's all our own doing, isn't it?
It's our own doing.
It's our own doing.
I get what you're saying. If
it's
people
our own
didn't
doing.
Pay the
We've
money
allowed
for
it to get this far. It's only now that people are starting to speak up, because only now are people like, hang on a sec, this is wrong.
It took too long, though.
It took way too long. They've had too much time. The whole Fortnite thing is literally, it's just fucking, it exploded, didn't it? Exploded. And literally every mobile game now, there's not a mobile game that I've got on my phone that doesn't have microtransactions or some kind of loot box like functionality.
Freemium, that's what they're called.
Yeah, exactly. And even if like they've got, excuse me, even if they've got certain versions where you pay extra money to actually get like a more like a game without apps or something like, a game without ads.
Yeah.
There's still the option to fucking pay for extra stuff.
It is, yeah.
And it's just like, when does it end? Like, where do you just stop paying money for the game? Are you ever actually paying for a full game?
Not anymore.
That's the problem with console games. It's like especially going back to EA, you buy a game, you're buying 70% of the game, you're paying DLC, which is 20%. And you're paying loot box money, which is the last 10%. All of it's already on the fucking disc.
Yes.
And you're just paying to unlock the disc.
Yeah.
And that's what that's the biggest wind up.
It is, yeah.
That's the biggest wind up. I mean, in all fairness, I'll stay away from it. I haven't really got an addictive personality or any kind of gambling personality, so I don't do any kind of loot boxes whatsoever. But I definitely see people. I've got mates who do it, especially with like FIFA and things like that. It's addictive.
Yeah.
And in a way, it is gambling. It's literally just like fucking going on one of those fucking coin slot machines and pulling the lever, and like fucking ding ding ding. Oh no, you lost this one, and then there's a possibility that the next one you'll fucking win. Like you said, a fucking shiny hat.
So I
it's bollocks.
Literally carrying on from exactly what you just said. I read an article once. Fucking heartbreaking, mate. And it was about this guy. I don't know his name. We'll just say his name was John, and he massive into gambling. He got really badly into debt into gambling. He moved back in with his parents, and his parents managed to basically bail him out of it, this, that, the other. He couldn't be around his phone because of all the gambling apps, this, that, the other.
It's too easy.
Yeah, because it was too easy for him.
Way too easy, yeah.
So he ended up playing some stupid-ass fucking video game, and I can't remember which one it was. His brother gave it to him to distract him, and there were loot boxes in there. And the thing is there's addictive personality. He just got triggered by it, and he just got hooked on it, and it was boom, boom, boom. And instead of like the slots, instead of the roulette table, instead of blackjack, it was these fucking
exactly. He's not even making money anymore. So they're on the off chance. He's just literally paying for thin air.
Yeah. You can't even give it back. You can't even
that no one actually really gives a fuck about.
No.
If I bump into a geezer when I'm playing Halo and he's got some fucking flaming helmet, I'm like, all right, that's pretty sweet. Yeah,
mate, it was fucking sick,
I'm not going to fucking shit myself. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
The flaming helmet,
at the time.
But the thing is,
that was Halo 3 days.
The thing is, it's different. Halo 3, you earned the flaming helmet.
Yeah, man.
You weren't.
It was hard work.
You didn't pay for that. You earned.
That was a shit example. But like, if I bumped into anyone, if I'm playing fucking Modern Warfare and some guy's got like a fucking bandolier that's made of solid gold, and I'm like,
I don't give
all right, mate, yeah, fair play. You look like a twat.
Yeah,
but it doesn't change anything.
If anything, you're ruining my game.
Exactly.
Because everyone looks like a soldier and you look like a pimp.
Yeah.
And I don't get what's going.
Everyone.
Yeah, I don't get what's going.
I mean, yeah, if you got some kind
of
fucking slap attack with it, I'd be well happy with that.
I would pay for the slap.
I'd buy it tomorrow.
EA, if you're listening,
put
in the pimp slap into your. The people are asking for it. We
fucking
need
pimp
this.
slap DLC, mate. It's there.
I pay for it. I pay for it in any game. Any
I think you just put pimp
if you
into
add
any
a
game.
pimp slap ability in any video game, someone's going to pay for it.
100%.
I'm one of them. I'm right up there. I would definitely do that.
And this is the market they're missing. This is it. It's a huge market out there.
It's a massive
They're
market.
tailoring. This is the problem. They're tailoring it all to young kids because they're susceptible to the gambling and they don't really know where their fucking brains aren't developed enough. So they're they don't know what they're doing. So they're spending all this money. But there's a lot of fucking sensible adults who would pay for shit.
Yeah,
like
if it was
slapping.
good.
Like pimp slapping. Like I'd pay for a good pimp slap
immediately.
Exactly. If I could load up Call of Duty fucking Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare, the new one. And like, oh yeah, like you pay £5 and you can fucking pimp slap someone, you get an instant kill. I'll be fucking around fucking bitch slapping everyone.
If I could insert my debit card into my PlayStation, that's exactly what I would do.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
Oh yeah, if I could
insert my credit card
into my anus. Yeah, I would do that immediately, and then play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I can only play it in pain, otherwise, what's the point? Wasting my own time.
You're used to it, mate.
But yeah, that's yeah, unfortunately, mate, that's the world we live in, and who knows where it's going. So we're on the.
I think people are starting to take note now, and a lot of countries are cracking down. I know there's like the fucking
in the EU especially.
Yeah. The out there countries like fucking Finland and fucking Sweden and shit. They're aware they're fucking years ahead of the game, and they're like, no, we're stopping.
In many
this shit.
ways, they're years ahead. They got suicide fucking centers, man. They're way above us.
They're like they're literally the fucking what is it?
The creme de la creme, the peak of the people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they're like the number one rated countries in the world to live because they're just fucking on top of it.
They are, yeah.
And they're stopping that shit early. But it's the money hungry countries.
Both.
The hungry countries.
Both of those things.
Yeah. The money hungry countries like the fucking US and the UK and all the fucking literally just until it gets to the point where it's like, okay, the public's opinion has swayed so much, we're going to keep getting as much as we can out of them until it's like, okay, the people have spoken, we need to stop it. Because at the end of the day, it's all fucking that, isn't it?
Well, the thing is that the US is very corporate, and that's where I would say the largest majority of video games are made. You got like CD Projekt Red. They're they're amazing. They're a Polish company. They made The Witcher.
Company, man. That game is insane.
Oh, mate.
Let's not even get into it because we'll be speaking for hours about that.
It was literally one of for me, it was difficult because when I first got into it, I got killed by like 3 fishmen, and I was like, who the fuck do you think you are, The Witcher 3?
I know, yeah.
I'm used to being a boss in everything I played, and this game whooped my ass.
They reset the expectations.
They really did. Yeah, they really
Which
did.
is a good thing.
I think so. I think people needed
There's
that.
no challenge. Even Skyrim. Like, I love Skyrim, but it's literally just a game where there's no challenge.
I've never been scared in Skyrim of like facing an enemy.
Yeah, but to be fair, like the Dark Souls franchise, they brought that kind of thing back.
They did.
I never played any of them, but I respect it.
So I played Dark Souls 2, which I've been told is the worst Dark Souls to ever play. I have literally. I've been told it's horrific. And then because of that experience, never got into it. But then I played The Surge. So I'm more sci-fi than I am fantasy, even though I love fantasy. And The Surge is a Dark Souls clone, but in the future.
What's it called?
The Surge. They brought The Surge 2.
Mate.
Never heard of it.
No,
Dan,
man.
who lives under a rock, or whatever, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, apparently so. That's why I'm on this podcast, remember?
Exactly, yeah. So it basically is Dark Souls, but the futuristic version, do you know what I mean? So it's the same, which is Enemies are really tough to kill. They can fuck you up instantly. When you go to rest, all the enemies respawn, so you got to fight them again. But instead of souls, you got scrap. So you collect the scrap, and the scrap you use to upgrade yourself. And if you die, then you lose all your scrap.
You lose a lot. Fuck me,
you
that's
use
savage.
everything. So you have to get back to your scrap. You've only got a certain amount of time to get back.
Oh, so you can actually go back to your corpse and pick that shit up.
Yeah, but you respawn back at the checkpoint.
very beginning.
And there's a checkpoint every, I don't know, 1,000 fucking years. It's hard to get to, you know? And that's the point of the game. That's the struggle that they give you to play.
Well, sorry, just to interject a little bit while we're on the subject of Dark Souls. Do you remember the Twitch plays Dark Souls? Or the Twitch plays Pokemon Red or all that shit?
Yeah.
Like, a random group of people streaming on Twitch managed to beat Dark Souls just by inputting commands on the chat.
Yeah.
You saw that to me is insane.
I've seen people beat Dark Souls using only bananas.
No, but that's mental to me. Like, literally, like thousands of people writing random commands, and it's picking up one at a time, and they managed to beat it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think with Twitch, especially with the streaming of video games, there's a whole brand new market that's never existed before, which is people playing video games. Hundreds of people are watching, and they're giving you money. Do you know what I mean? Most of them are fucking girls with giant tits. I'll agree. I don't care about what you're playing. I'm there for the titties.
You're there for the tits.
Personally, I'm not into Twitch. I don't watch it. I'm not one of those people.
Not my kind of
which
thing.
is why I'm not into PewDiePie. I'm not into Let's Play games. The only person I've ever watched is Call Me Kevin, because he's fucking hysterical.
Never heard of him, mate.
Oh, mate, you gotta watch it. He's a nice guy, very funny, Irish as well. He's from
Irish?
the UK. Yeah, you gotta support them if they're from the UK.
Well,
90% of them are American.
Ireland in the
All right,
UK?
guys, cheer! I'm gonna play this video game today. So just sponsor us and subscribe. Just give me fuck off.
yeah, that's it, isn't it?
I don't even know who
Hey,
you
guys.
are.
What's up, guys?
But yeah, welcome
to
to
the
show.
channel. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe. Click the little bell notification. Make sure you get notified every time there's a new video. We're going to get into it. Let's do this.
Every
Fuck
time.
Off.
It's the same.
Fuck off.
Exactly. They're all the fucking same, mate. They're all begging for it. And I think the difference between maybe them and I would say like me and you and the normal people is that this
Calling
is
us normal, Jake?
Oh no, absolutely. But if we
Me,
had
you, and the normal people.
if we had to categorize ourselves between us and the streamers, us and the Twitchers, you know, that's where they get their bread.
In all fairness, though, they're making fucking bank.
The
bro.
good ones are.
Insane bank.
No, but basically that's like saying, we should start a giant bread business because Hovis, mate, they're making all the money. Yeah, that's Hovis, bro. Do you know what I mean? And you're looking at like
Mate, we just made a fucking podcast on the same premise.
Yeah, but we never made a podcast to make dollar, and you know that was never the intention.
Nah, we just made a podcast for an excuse to just get drunk every Friday night.
That's exactly what it was. We knew what it was from the start. We never joked around about what it was, and it was so.
Jack Daniels is going very well.
Hey, if Jack Daniels wants to, promote us for any reason, I'll promote Jack
Daniels. It's
Daniels.
not sponsored by Jack Daniels, but get down to your local shop and pick that shit up.
Jack Daniels, Old Number 7, Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey, 40%. Distilled and bottled by Jack Daniels Distillery. Just reading the bottle.
Just reading the bottle.
I mean, someone's got to do it, right?
Exactly.
Whoever
Daniels,
reads,
if you're listening.
whoever reads the bottle, whoever reads the cans, no one reads the cans of the bottle.
Exactly. All people look at it as the alcohol content. Well, if you're over the age of 20, that's what you do. So.
Exactly. There could be a massive sign. This will give you eyeball AIDS. And you'd be like, what? 20%? Yeah, mate, I'll buy that.
Fucking A, son. Let's get on it.
Give me a fucking liar, that
Give me a fucking liar, I can't. Stop walking into a shop, yeah?
Where's your fucking liar there?
When you're fucking lying, I can't. Stop walking into a shop.
Yeah.
You walk into a shop, you pick up, you're there to get pissed, yeah. You've got limited funds,
naturally,
and you literally
always limited funds.
Yeah. You look in the selection they got on offer. Obviously, the spirits, you're like, it's a bit too expensive for me.
Yeah.
If I could go there, I would. So you cast your eyes to the wine section.
You do.
And you got bottles of wine from £2. £2 ranging to like 40.
Yeah.
There's a sweet spot between £2 and £7. Where the percentage jumps up from 8 to 13.
It does.
And that's normally hovers around £4 to £5. and you're fucking laughing, mate. You can get hammered off one bottle of wine.
You really can.
Literally for £3.
Are you ever invested in the box of wine? Are
Mate,
you a connoisseur of the box of wine? Yeah, look at those eyes.
In Australia, it's called Goon, and that's all you fucking drink,
Is
mate.
it?
Because alcohol in Australia is so fucking expensive, like unbelievably expensive. But you can get fucking boxes of wine known as Goon for like $10 for 5 litres of fucking, I say top quality wine. It's piss water.
Yeah, of course it's piss water.
It's fucking piss water.
Yeah.
It's literally like drinking meths or white spirit. And it fucking ruins
Is it that
you.
harsh when you drink?
Oh, mate, it's brutal. I used to have like goon burns, we called it.
The old goon burns?
On the goon burns, because your throat would just literally be burnt. It's literally white spirit. It just strips the layer of skin or whatever the fuck it is on the inside of your throat. It's gone.
Just gum. Just
It's
throat.
gone.
Just
Yeah,
gone.
it's literally just bone.
Jesus.
But like, mate, it grows back.
It
And
does.
then we do it all again the
All
next
great
weekend. That's
things
all it's
go
about.
back. Well,
But yeah.
I mean, what I used to do when I went to university is that we used to buy the box of wine. You smash open the cardboard. You just grab that bag out of there.
Fucking
you
A.
put it underneath your top. You
That's
go
it.
into there. You walk past the bouncers in the student union. There were barely bouncers.
Oh,
do you know?
yeah.
And you just walk in there. You just have a little thing sticking out the side of your neck, and you just suck on
That's
the
it.
wine all night, and that was it. You know what I mean? You spent like £2 that night, and I'm hammered.
Yeah.
Absolutely off my tits. And everyone was like, how are you so drunk? I had a
Mate,
bag
those are
of
the days,
wine.
mate. Gone are the days of fucking pre-drinking. I swear, you get past like 23, there's no pre-drinking anymore.
It does change
Like
a
people
bit, yeah.
start getting jobs and they've got money and they just start like, no one can be bothered to pre-drink. But every now and again, when it happens, it's a magical occasion. You get all the people together and
rare.
they're like, why don't we pre-drink? Let's
Yeah.
fucking pre-drink tonight.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck me, let's pre-drink. And everyone gets hammered to fuck by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you're home in bed or in a fucking ambulance by 12. It's brilliant.
Well, I think what the thing is about that, I think people got jobs. Do you know what I mean? Well, I finish at 6. What time do you finish? I finish at 7. All right. What time does Bill finish? He finishes at 8. Oh, well...
I fucking hate Bill.
Oh, I guess I'll just meet you all at fucking X, Y, and Z. Do you know what I mean? It's rare that you can get the days when you're all on the same
And
schedule
that's the
and you
problem.
meet up. But when you do, like you said, it's golden.
It's golden.
We have the best
And you have
times.
the best nights. You
We
have
do.
the best nights. Like
Genuinely
you get the good group of people together in one room at about 6 p.m. You take it through as long as you
It's a
can.
good time, 6
You do a
It's the
couple of
goal
litres of
it's the-
JD.
I feel like 6 p.m. is the earliest you're allowed to socially get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like anything before 6 p.m. and it's, what's wrong with you?
I just shat myself and
I-
it
I-
stinks.
I can tell
gonna hit you,
from
mate,
your
I promise
reaction.
you.
Sooner or later, it's going to hit me, and I'm just going to collapse. But until then, mate, we got to talk
I'm really
about
sorry.
the socialized stuff drinking. I mean, it's all that meat, mate. All that meat you eat, that's what it is.
Well, this is it, mate. It's got to go somewhere, innit?
Yeah.
It's literally just the fucking methane leaking out of me at all
It
times.
is, literally. I
Just- I'm
mean, you
literally
and
a
cows,
cow.
mate, you got something in common, haven't you? We both fucking up this world
Well,
one arsehole at a time.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
That's exactly what
Flying
it
the
is.
flag over here.
Hey, someone's got to represent.
This
you
is
know?
it.
I mean, at least we got you. If we didn't have you, then we'd just be having a lot of happy people looking after this planet. Can't have that.
No, God,
Someone's
no.
got to destroy this world.
This
If
is
it
it.
wasn't for you,
I come
it'd
from
be
a long
someone
line
else.
of people who dedicated their lives to destroying us.
Just
destroying
shitting
this
out their
world.
asses.
Yeah, with their
Added to the
arseholes.
methane.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's got to do
And I'm
it.
proud to represent.
Hey,
I love you, Pop.
I love you, Pop. Don't you ever forget me. But yeah, I think what we need to do, we need to bring this straight back to the gaming.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
We
this is.
take 3 steps back. Talk
Yeah,
about
let's take 3
socialized
steps
drinking. This is it's a big step. What we need to be excited for is 2020. We're talking PS5. We're talking new Xbox.
We're talking new Xbox. Yeah.
We are. We're talking
What's the
about-
code name for the new Xbox?
No, it's not
No,
Scarlet.
Scarlet
Was
was,
the Pro.
That
or...
was shit. Do you remember the what was that little fucking camera thing they had?
Oh, the Kinect.
Oh, that was bollocks.
Yeah, man, it was the worst
How
thing
shit
ever.
was that?
Basically, what they did, they looked at the Wii and thought, "Fuck me,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
made a
there's a
lot of
market
money
we
that
can't tap into, yeah.
Japanese." So they thought we could do the same, and then they just fucked it up.
The only good thing about that fucking Kinect is I used to walk in the room and be like Xbox on, and it would just turn on, and that's the
Did
only
you
good
have
thing.
The Kinect?
Yeah, I've
What
got
did you
it.
play
I've still
on
got it
it?
now. It's not
You
set
still
up.
got the
It's not
Kinect.
set up now. I swear.
Does it work on the Xbox One?
Yeah, that's what it was built for.
Fuck
Xbox
off.
One.
I thought it was 360.
It came out at the very end of the life cycle of the Xbox 360.
That's what I remember.
very,
it as,
very
yeah.
end. But it launched as a brand new thing with the Xbox One, where it was a lot more updated, a lot
Right.
more like
Okay.
Like the technology was a lot more like improved. But it's just fucking dire.
What did you play on it? Give me one game.
I didn't play one game. Oh no, actually no. I played one game.
It was the Xbox On.
Yeah, it's called the Xbox On game.
Yeah, my favourite. I play it every day.
Every now and again, I walk in the room and go Xbox On, and nothing happens. And a little tear comes down my cheek. It's like PTSD.
Punch yourself on the face.
Days gone.
Yeah.
Oh god, I remember the good days.
What's happened?
No, there was one game. There's like this fucking samurai game because they really tried to jump on the bandwagon of obviously the Wii.
Yes,
the Wii obviously had that.
Yeah.
They had that fucking samurai game when they could
did,
fucking use the controller to act as the sword and shit.
It was like some bounty hunter game or something.
It was pretty sick to be fair. I had the Wii. But the one they had in the Xbox, it just fucking dire. It just would not pick up. It just wouldn't pick up whoever the fuck was playing.
So there was no controller.
No, you were the controller, and that was their whole marketing thing. Was you are the controller?
You said that as if you were being sponsored by Microsoft. Yeah. You are the controller.
Yeah, use my code Big Willie 10 to get 20% off this Black Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
The blackest of Fridays.
Wig Billy, man. Yeah.
Mr. Wig Billy.
Mr. Wig Billy, that is literally his Microsoft.
That is actually my gamer tag.
If you're gonna add him right now.
Yeah.
That's how you do.
The 4 people listening, give me an ad.
Do you ever remember when they first started talking about the Xbox Connect, Milo? Does that mean anything to me?
Yeah, that fucking that was developed by Lionhead Studios, the same guys that did Fable.
Yeah, the liars. Yeah.
The
bullshitters.
Was it Peter Molyneux?
That guy
used to talk so much flannel.
Absolutely,
but he was so charismatic. You'd be like, this guy, fucking, this is great.
I still believe him. The Fable 1 will be the best game.
That's what I mean. And then everything he said always just got shat on. Yeah. But he'd come out the next time and be like, we've got this brand new game. It's like innovative. It's going to be amazing. And you're like, yeah, I'm fucking buying into this guy. Like, this guy knows what he's talking about, and it's shit.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, fuck you, Peter Molyneux. Literally, I put my heart and soul into this, and you literally just shat all over my dreams.
That's exactly what he did.
I've been hurt too many times.
But in all fairness, what they brought out, like Fable 1, I fucking loved.
Mate, Fable 1 and 2. Even 2 was ropey as fuck. But 1
still enjoyed it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I still love Fable 3, but ropey as fuck.
But they brought out. Do you ever play Black and White? I swear that was Lionhead Studios. That was a game where you play as God, and that was fucking fantastic.
Sounds pretty cool.
It was really good. Fantastic games. And then they're gone now, aren't they? Lionhead.
Disappeared off the face of the earth.
Good.
I wonder if that Peter Molyneux is still about, because I know he jumped to a different game developer.
He did the same thing.
Yeah.
He did the same thing
Mate,
again.
he's a people person, and he can get people interested.
He brought out another game like Black and White where you get to play as God, and you're basically in charge of this whole tribe, this, that, and the other. You're the believer, blah, 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 blah. And he just fucking bullshitted everyone. You know what I mean? For the last time, he did it. He bullshitted
Maybe that's what his
everyone.
That's what his journey was in life, was to literally just be charismatic as fuck.
It was.
Sell the shit out of stuff. Yeah. That's probably why people took him on, because they know that he could just fucking bullshit his way into people's wallets.
A lot like Hitler.
Mate.
It's always back to Hitler.
Yeah.
I was going to say a lot like Donald Trump. I was like, no, this is a good time for Hitler.
You can't lump him in the same boat. Fuck me. Donald Trump was not. He's not charismatic, is he?
No, Donald Trump is way worse than Hitler. You're right. Sorry, mate. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. No, but you got.
I meant Peter Molyneux, but.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah.
You got to give him some
away
credit.
The sweat.
The guy knew how to speak. Like.
Yeah. In all fairness, I mean, regardless of all the shit that he brought out, Fable 1 I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
Fable 2 I also
Don't get me
liked.
wrong.
Yeah.
Fable 1 to 3, as much as I didn't particularly like Fable 3, it was still decent enough.
It was.
It came out at the same time as Fallout New Vegas. I love fucking New Vegas.
See, New Vegas. When it came to choice and consequences, basically when it came to Fable 3, all of your choices and your consequences could be fixed by making pies. If you just made pie, got the multiplier and got the money, how you got the best ending with the money. So exactly, I spent 90% of the game making fucking pies.
It was free on Game Pass a couple of months ago. I downloaded it when I was off work. Literally spent all my weekend fucking making fucking swords for the blacksmith.
Hey, you made swords, I made pies.
Getting
still
fucking
the same money.
Shit tons of money, son.
Yeah, that's
just
how
literally
you
bring it in. It gets to the end of the game. They're like, oh no, the bad forces are coming. should we give money to this lot so we can improve defenses? You're like, yeah, I've got fucking shit tons of money.
I made
Take
all
my money.
sorts of pies.
You just end up winning the game because you got all the fucking money.
That's exactly, and that's.
But don't get me wrong, I did love that. I fucking love that. I love going around buying all the businesses and the houses and getting the income. Even when you're not even playing, the income's still ticking over. So you log back in like a week later and you've got fucking like 8 fucking million. And you're like, let's fucking do this.
When I had Fable 3, they brought out the Tavern app as well, which it might not be still around. You know what I'm talking about?
When you got
to play the gambling games, but with your money in your character.
That's it, yeah.
So I'd be like in work or something, or in school or something, and I'd be like,
I was going to say, it must be school, surely.
Yeah, I think it was school. Yeah, I can't remember how long ago
it was. 10 years ago. No, that game came out.
Yeah, I was 15. I was 15, 16. Yeah, so definitely would have been school. And I'm gambling on the side with my fake gold. Do you know what I mean? Trying to make
that's where it all began.
Yeah, that's why I'm addicted to crack cocaine.
It was a gateway. That was your gateway. Yeah.
You
fuck you, Mr. Molyneux.
Fuck you. But that's definitely what. Have you heard? What do you know about the new Fable that's coming out?
I've heard rumours that there's one in the works.
There is.
I know that there's been a leak.
It's been a lot of leaks, man.
I don't know anything about it much more than that. Before we touch on that, though, I just want to speak about the atrocity that came out on Connect, which was Fable Legends.
The horse one. Is that when you the Fable Connect one when you were like riding the horse?
I thought it was called. Did Fable Legends even come out? Because I remember they did like a show at E3 where they're like. Showing fucking you doing spells and shit.
There's 2 we need to chat shit about.
Right.
So the one of them was a top-down 4-player co-op game where you played as like an already made character.
Oh yeah.
Like a dungeon crawler. That's the one you're talking about. But you had the Connect. Did you play the one where you were a horse driver?
No.
So you know Teresa.
The all-seeing gypsy woman.
The gypsy, the Jippo. Yeah. So there was a game where you played as a driver who would drive a horse and carriage with the Jippo. And the darkness was chasing you, and the aim of the game was you driving this Jippo around the place. And that was
Mate, you should have been the head of marketing for that game.
Yeah.
If you just said that, I would have bought it in a heartbeat.
They're like E3, Jake, what game? So basically, you're a driver.
You drive around a bunch of fucking
Jippos.
Jippos.
You drive the Jippo about the place, and it's on the Connect. The crowd goes wild.
Thunderous applause.
Yeah, everybody loves
you. You become an internet meme.
I'm already going to be a meme, but we'll get to that another time. But still, yes. But if we're going to get back to the new Fable, right? If you haven't heard it, if the people listening to this haven't heard it, this are the current rumors. By the time this comes out, it'll probably all be fucking debunked. But yeah, the same guy who brought out, basically, it's the same guy who said what was going to be in Gears of War 5. Basically, every single game this guy has leaked has ended up being absolutely correct.
Oh, yeah, I know who you mean, yeah.
So, Fable 5, what it's going to be, apparently, Albion, the world that we know, destroyed. Doesn't exist anymore. Right. So, you know the tower that you got in Fable 2?
Yeah.
Some crazy king used the tower to make a wish to send a meteor towards the world and destroy it. And he also wished that another meteor in the future will come and destroy the world again. So we're starting from scratch. Albion doesn't exist anymore. The heroes, as they've always been, are legends, fables. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
Do they exist? Do they not exist? Guns are no longer in the game. They took away the guns. Thank fuck. Guns were fucking terrible. I hated those things. Jack of Blades. He's back.
Oh, yeah.
He's back. Jack of Blades, he's back. So the point of the game is that you're trying to stop the asteroid that's going to destroy the world from the Mad King who wished it from the tower in the first place. And you get a dog again. Bringing back the dog.
Of course they are.
I fucking love that dog.
How could they not?
Fable 2 dog was fucking... Was it a dog in Fable 3?
Yeah, that was the first game they had a dog in, yeah.
No, Fable 2 was the dog.
Yeah,
Fable 3. Was there a dog in Fable 3?
Yeah.
Oh, there was. I can't even remember. But that dog was fucking sick as shit, man. I love that dog. I don't remember a dog in Fable 3.
There was.
I can see your face. You were like, was there a fucking dog?
There definitely was, because he'd do that fucking bark thing, and he'd be like, come dig over here, and you'd be like, oh, fuck.
But that's just Fable 2 in my brain.
It wasn't.
I believe you, man.
Definitely.
I haven't played.
I played it recently.
Oh, you have, haven't you?
Well, I say by recently, like last year, end of last year, maybe.
Yeah, still, that's more recent than me. I played it when it came out. You know?
Yeah.
So it's fucking yonks ago I played it. But I fucking
loved it. It'll be interesting
to
see. Like, do you know who the developer is or what?
Yeah, it's not Lionhead. It's a totally brand new studio.
Good. I mean,
because Microsoft owned the rights.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they were like, it's about time we brought out another. They were sick of the lies. They were sick of the bullshit. Do you know what I mean? From Lionhead Studio.
Exactly.
They've collapsed.
Would it, mate? In all fairness, though, Microsoft have got their flag in when it comes to their exclusives for
They're
Xbox.
The worst, mate.
They used to be like, the reason I chose Xbox was because of Halo and Gears, and they were fucking like pinnacle games at the time. Like you had Halo 3 and Gears of War 2 or 1 or 2 or whatever it was.
At the time, but you got sold by the history, and I was looking to the future. I said,
you PS4 little scumbag.
It's right there, right there.
Scum.
The difference between me and
Dan is... before we continue, this little bastard is like, on December 6th when fucking Halo Reach comes out, that's going to be the end of my life. You won't see me for weeks.
Okay.
Fuck off.
First of all, it's December 3rd.
So bomb Halo a little bit more then.
First of all, it's December 3rd.
Bitch.
Right, first of all, December 3rd. Second of all, absolutely correct. Because that was old school Bungie.
Mate.
Not the Bungie we got today, and not 343 Industries.
When the Xbox 360 came out, and it was Halo 3 and Gears.
That was amazing.
Exactly. They were the flagship titles.
I wasn't a PlayStation fanboy
I agree with you now that Xbox One... There's no exclusives.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I agree with you. The PS4 is fucking killing it. You got God of War, you got Spider-Man, you got Last of Us. You've got these fucking AAA titles, which are actually brilliant games.
Days Gone, which I know got a little bit of shit, but I still haven't played it.
Still
but
a
really
great
want
premise,
to play it as well.
still
great.
highly. A lot of people do actually like the game.
Yeah, they praise it. Yeah,
and I haven't got a PS4 yet, just because I've got an Xbox. I don't really spend a lot of time playing games.
Well, PS5's coming out next year, mate.
But like, I would actually, before the PS5 comes out, get one just to play them exclusives because they're great games.
At this stage,
and there's fuck all on Xbox.
Yeah, there's nothing.
They're clinging on to Halo, so it doesn't surprise me that they're bringing Fable back.
Halo titty, and it's dry. There's only 2 drops coming out.
Exactly, you got Halo Infinite. Yeah, you saw the trailer, right? Let's talk about the trailer, man.
So I never played Halo 5. I stopped at Halo 4 because obviously to play Halo 5, they didn't bring it out on PC, even though I fucking own a kick-ass PC. They were like, fuck you, PC players.
Fuck you, Jake.
Everything I own is Windows and Microsoft. They didn't think I was good enough to bring it out. Regardless, I played Halo 4. I thought...
Pony.
It was the weakest of all the titles.
Of all of them, yeah, definitely.
I didn't like how skinny and sexy they made the Chief.
Yep.
He's supposed to be bulky and he's
lumbersome.
Yeah, exactly. He literally falls from space through the orbit into the ground because he's a fucking machine.
Yeah, exactly.
But they made him a slimline model.
Well,
I didn't like that.
They did that to coincide with the whole fucking boom of Call of Duty, didn't they? They gave them special abilities where they could sprint and they could do this shit.
Well, I mean, Reach did that. Reach kind of did it first with the jetpack, the bolt, the shield to the ground. They were the first ones.
But they always had what's it called? It was accessories or equipment. That's what it's called, like the bubble shield and shit like that.
Yeah,
the
bubble
and
shield,
power drain, and the fucking whatever the fuck they were called.
Yeah.
So like. It was just inevitably going that way.
An evolution,
But when Halo 4 came out and they added sprint and they made it a lot more fast paced, because Halo was always about tactics and always about like more of a team effort. Whereas Call of Duty is run and gun.
Yes,
it always has been.
But
Halo 4 seemed incredibly tailored to the Call of Duty market to try and pull them back, where it's really fast. You can fucking sprint everywhere and slide and do this shit and that and other. So they tailored the shape of the Chief or the shape of the characters to look that way, and and I know what you mean. It just didn't feel right.
It wasn't. Basically,
it wasn't right.
What they did is that they fucked over the Halo fans to get the Call of Duty fans.
Exactly, 1000%.
But what they should have done is stayed with the Halo fans. But as 343 was brand new company, the Terrifier, they got big boots to film, and Bungie just made a legacy. There was literally museums in America for Halo.
Well,
John 117 museums.
A lot of 343 developers came from Bungie. A lot of them went over, didn't they?
I did not know
that. Frank O'Connor was one of the community leads. I know he went over, and there was I know that Jim. I don't know if you know so much about Bungie, but Martin O'Donnell. The guy who created the score.
Thing is, I love Bungie, but the actual technical, I don't know nothing behind it.
Yeah, so the guy who created the Halo theme, which is obviously iconic, which everyone fucking loves,
the actual music.
What? Martin O'Donnell, he created all of that shit, and he stayed with Bungie when Halo went to 343.
Yeah.
But he got shit on by Jason Jones and one of the other guys who founded Bungie. and literally kicked him out and stripped him of all kind of rights or any kind of.
It was like a Game of Thrones. Shame.
Yeah, well, yeah, like big time, like shat on him.
Really? Why?
Yeah, it was crazy. I actually don't know the details. Why?
Office politics, is it?
It was definitely
yeah.
politics. It was when Activision took over, so it was probably a lot of top down stuff. But they were like, all the way through Halo 2, 3, and Reach, they praised like Martin O'Donnell, like loved this guy. And all of a sudden, Activision turn up, and there's like some creative difference, and he's fucking gone.
Oh
and
yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah,
he's gone, and it's like that is the most iconic game music. I don't think anyone can compete. What?
Baba da ba.
Yeah.
Baba da ba. Baba da ba. Man, it was sick as shit, man. It was amazing.
And even like the slow bits, like the monks.
Oh, yeah, man. I still remember like putting. So good. When I first put Halo 1 in that Xbox. The Xbox One, and the loading screen, the first opening screen was just the Halo in space. Oh,
yeah,
I was like, what is this? My tiny little fucking dick was all over the place, man.
Like
Do you know what I mean?
erect spot.
Yeah, as erect as it could be as a young boy. But yeah, it was amazing.
I could honestly spend the next 5 hours talking about them games because I worship them fucking games and the storyline. It's just incredible. Great
incredible.
storytelling.
They were.
And the way the games were just created, just a different level entirely. I think a lot more community involvement than there is today. A lot of it is, like you said, like we've discussed the entire fucking podcast, money grabbing. These days, it's all about money, skins, guns, weapons, whatever. Whereas they listened to the community, and every week they had updates and they had new playlists that they listened to the community about. I know you didn't really play because you didn't have an Xbox, did you? But Halo 3 custom games.
No, of course I did. No, an Xbox 360.
Oh, you had the 360.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's the I've been an Xbox Microsoft fanboy my entire life, and then
PS4.
it was either a choice, PS4 or Xbox One. And
if you look at the titles,
for ages I didn't know what to do because there were loads of big exclusives coming out on the PS4. And what made me decide was that Destiny was coming out on the PS4 first.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I got
Was it?
Because it was Bungie. And I followed the Bungie. I didn't follow the Microsoft.
You got suckered, mate.
It was the best decision I ever made.
Literally, I said it. I was like, no, that's not right.
Everything went downhill after that.
Yeah.
But all this time, I played the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, obviously. PlayStation 3 was my dad's. He played that. I wasn't really into that. Because I'm not a big fan of Japanesey games. And Sony were like, I was like, oh, fuck that for a laugh, mate. Every other game was like, Dynasty Warriors,
yeah.
Very dishonorable.
That Devil May Cry and shit.
Oh, nah, man. Bayonetta, fuck that.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh.
Like, all the overly sexualized female characters,
you know
like
what I
the
mean?
fucking camel toes on
It was
display.
it was
like,
all the
chill
same.
the fuck out.
Look, it was like it's almost like Dead or Alive. Do you remember that fighting game? It was a girl with a giant tits.
Huge tits. It's like literally the physics of those tits were just like
they
they're
put
not even
more
realistic.
money into the physics of the tits jiggling around than they did in any part of the
She's literally
game.
just standing there. They've got the fucking like mind of their own.
Yeah,
They literally
yeah,
just
you know,
dance
when they, like Tekken.
Tekken, when they're doing the whole
Tekken
little
game
stance
to the
at the
first
beginning,
when they're
like-
doing the jog, you know, the jumping on the
Ready?
spot.
Fight.
Yeah, around the wonder. But you get the tits just jiggling
It's
all over
like,
the
yeah.
place. Now, even as a kid, I was like, this is weird, man.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, we love tits. We do.
I love the big
but I don't
titties.
like the over sexualization of big tits in games
Not
just to
when I'm
get
trying,
sales.
like you get games that do it well and do it bad.
Exactly.
Like you got The Witcher, right, where you get the odd sex scene. Give me them titties.
Yeah,
But when
exactly.
I'm trying to fight a goblin king monster, man, I don't care
need some
about your
titties
nips.
in my face.
No, I don't need titties. Give me the swords. Give me the health potions. Give me the mana
yeah.
potions. That's what I need. I don't need the titties. And you know what? That's a life lesson right there, mate. When
Well,
you
look.
need a mana potion,
yeah.
don't
When you're fighting
give me
goblins,
the
don't give me titties.
don't give me the titties. That's
But every other time, give
Please.
me them titties.
give me those fucking titties. But I think if we had to summarize the state of play that it is in the world at the minute, I think we'd have to agree that we live in a world where monetization and corporation is
It's rife.
Yeah,
rife.
it's come to a point where it's affecting video games, and I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
I thought that was a place you could never get to. in my life.
Yeah.
Until it happened
huge
so
market to tap
slowly
into
and
that.
so sneakily that
Yeah.
before I knew it, everything was being sold with a loot box or a microtransaction or an additional DLC. And it's a shame, mate. It's a shame. What we need to do, go back to the old school gaming, mate.
Well, this is it. Just following on for that, it's like people realised a couple of years ago, 10 years ago maybe, that there's a huge market untapped. Like, obviously, movies.
Yeah,
movies, huge. Fucking people all over the world, box office, literally, there's charts about who hit the box office that week, this, that, and the other. Literally, one game comes out these days, and they fucking triple in their first week what these movies made in the first week.
Yeah.
Overall, over the entire time. And it's like, the smart people than us got ahead of that, and that's why we've got this now. Before people took note, and before people understood that it was even happening, it was there. So no one had really questioned it. People just understood. Like, I remember, like, Call of Duty, whatever came out, and you're like, oh yeah, you can get a loot box, or you can maybe get like a double XP, and you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then fucking all of a sudden, 3 years later, everything is monetized, everything. But there was like the companies that got in there early.
Yeah,
and they've definitely
EA,
capitalised.
For example, yeah.
Well, yeah, EA, without a shadow. Like, I think FIFA Ultimate Team is what it is the card game thing. That came out, must have been FIFA 2012.
Possibly.
It's 7 years since then.
That was the best FIFA 2012 because that was the one that had Cardiff City in it for the first time because they went to the Premier League. That's why I'll always remember it, mate. Well, it was
that. What's that? 7 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And that made a fucking fortune. And we're only probably now reaching the peak of loot boxes and that shit. And it's only now starting to gain traction and attention from governments.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop it. So they've had 7 years to build on it.
Yeah.
And I probably did start with EA, and it probably did start with. I know mobile games have been doing it since the iPhone launch.
Yeah, but that's that's the freemium. When you pay nothing for a game,
and you
expect
that.
To pay money.
Yeah,
but when
exactly.
you pay 50, 60 quid for a game,
well, that's where it started going shit.
Absolutely.
But the way they the way they market it is like, look, you're paying for the full game, you're getting the full experience, you get everything.
Yeah.
But here's an add-on extra of that game.
Yeah.
Called Ultimate Team. If you want to play it, you can. If you don't, you don't want to. Like,
it was the extras.
We've got loads of other modes you can play, but this one you'll get to play with loads of different people. You get to create your own team with the cards that you have, and it's like fucking Pokemon cards, man. I was addicted. My dad used to take me down there like every Friday night after work, and he'd buy me like 10 packs, and I'd be like foaming at the mouth. I'd be that fucking excited.
Or when you get the booster packs,
exactly.
And they had like 50 of them.
Exactly. Do you remember that? You'd buy a pack of Pokemon cards, you'd flip them over, and you'd look, and you'd count like 10 in, because you know that the 11th would be a shiny, and you just turn it around and go, oh,
it's a magic
like, fucking you, I got a fucking Charizard.
It's another magic cup.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore. I've got 16 magic cups.
It's literally, it was really fucking smart. So smart. I think of all the loot boxes, all the microtransactions, all of it, I think the ultimate team in FIFA, definitely the smartest one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Because it was so natural and so easy. It didn't feel like that you were paying to win or that you were paying to get new fucking, I don't know, customization options.
Yeah, I agree.
It was literally just like a card game, as if you were going down and buying a packet of Pokemon cards. It was no different. It's only recently where all the mobile games are doing it. Literally every single one does
it's
it
in
now.
your face all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And only since like the new Battle Royale games have come out, like Fortnite only launched like 2, maybe 3 years ago, if that.
Yeah.
It's only since then has it really gained traction because that's where all the kids are going. But FIFA had the older audience.
It did,
but they've been doing it since fucking 2012.
Yeah.
No, 2011 it would have been if FIFA 12 came out then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, mate, you can't blame them. It's like you said at the very start of this podcast. You got to look at it as a business. If you're creating a game, it's a business, not a game. And to the fans and to the gamers, it's a game, and they fucking love it, and they're passionate about the story and this, that, and the other. The shareholders don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if you like the game or not. They don't play it. Yeah. They want to know if they're going to make fucking bank, bro.
Yeah.
And they're making bank.
Yeah.
Big style.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, how can you blame them? But it's right that we're cracking down.
Hey,
and it's
I can
right.
blame them plenty.
No, look.
But I get what you're saying, and I do.
You cannot blame someone for making the best of a bad situation or capitalising on people.
But it wasn't the best of a bad situation. There was people sitting on piles and piles of money that were so fat and gluttonous.
Jake,
like, oh, can we
welcome
make
to
more
the fucking
money?
world,
Hey,
son.
I know, I agree with you.
It doesn't just apply to games.
No, I agree with you. But
how can you blame anyone?
Because there are plenty of other.
You're incredibly
developers.
business-minded. You're incredibly
Of course
business-minded.
I am. I would
you
never...
do exactly the fucking same thing.
I would never do
You smile at me and say that. You would do exactly the same thing.
To the good people of the United Kingdom. This is Jake Watkins speaking.
Don't listen to him.
I would never do such.
Gamer's
Vote me
bollocks.
as Prime Minister.
Yeah.
The
ignorant professionals Communist Party voting
Oh,
Jake. Voting Jake.
Hey,
Jake Watkins.
I'll give you all fucking Lamborghinis. Just vote for me, man. Everyone will have a Lamborghini.
Mate, I'll vote for him.
I'd vote for myself, and that's how corrupt my party will be.
There we go.
All the votes.
Mate, as long as we're transparent, it doesn't matter how corrupt you are.
Yeah.
Just tell
like
the
Donald
people
Trump.
how corrupt you are.
He says the how it is. Fuck all the Mexicans. They're all rapists. At least someone says it how it is. Let's vote for him. Hey, that's what he said. That's a direct quote from Trump. Don't give me that.
Mate.
He literally said
that
that all
quality.
Mexicans all coming over the border were fucking rapists.
All of them.
Wait,
even the kids.
That's what he said. Even
Trump.
the kids. Even the kids. And he's fucking president. If he can say that, I can say what the fuck I want on my own podcast.
It just makes it acceptable for everyone else to say whatever the fuck they want.
Hey, I'm not allowed to say it because I don't rule the fucking free world. He does, though. He can tweet presidential harassment whenever he wants to.
Just a random tangent, like completely random. But did you see the picture that he tweeted out?
Which one?
Of him on his head on Rocky Balboa's body.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Mate, I love that. I
love
love the bollocks on this fucking geezer.
What trip he was on.
I love the
and
bollocks
when all
on
his
him.
staff were around him, his whole administration. Mr. Trump, please don't tweet that.
Yeah, he's like,
Mr.
fuck
Trump,
you, I'm the president.
I'm the president,
Yeah.
so I can do what I want. And China, and then I was
the
like,
president, okay? I'm going to post this photo, okay?
and that was it. It was out before we knew it.
Mate, it's brilliant. What really annoys me, look, the guy's a fucking arsehole. We all know he is. Just take, look, he posts a photo of his head on Rocky Balboa's body. Take it with a fucking pinch of salt.
He's funny though, isn't he? You gotta admit, mate.
The guy's comedy
Fucking
gold,
funny.
and he will be like literally single-handedly fucking provided memes for the rest of his life, without a doubt. However short that'll be.
I think this is a good subject, mate.
I agree entirely.
For the third podcast episode.
I agree
3.
in fucking entirely.
I think we should just have a Trump episode.
Maybe do a tiny bit of research, get a little bit of stuff to dig into.
Absolutely not.
I mean, we're going to sit for an hour and a half and just literally talk shit about Trump without knowing anything about it.
That's what we just did about video games.
But we've got some knowledge of video games.
We know some bits and
I know
bobs.
you do. I've got some.
I mean, we've got an entire fucking we've got all the years to talk about Trump. But that's what. If we got to finish it up on the video games. We got to wrap this up.
This is it, mate.
If you were to say
Final thoughts.
A good final thought.
Okay.
My final thought: give it back to the gamers, man. All these corporations,
Bring it back.
You're making enough money, man. Give it back to the people.
I
Give them
not
the
agree more.
soul back. Give them something to be excited about. Don't fucking charge £25 per DLC for something that was already built into the game, but your overlord masters decided they got cut from the final fucking vision. And you know what? Give the developers enough time. Don't give them. You got to make a brand new fucking game in a year and a half. Give them 4 years. Give them 5 years. We're willing to wait. If the content is good enough.
Do you remember like the Halo games? They came out once every 3 to 4 years.
Yes, they
and
did.
each time they had a brand new engine, an entirely new art direction, and they were all just fucking incredible. Whereas Call of Duty have been every
same
year,
engine, same engine, same concept,
exactly, same art, maybe like rehashed. But to be in all fairness, the new Call of Duty, brand new engine. Apparently, I haven't even played it. But apparently,
I've heard great things.
I've heard good things.
I've been burnt though, so I won't go back to it for a while.
Is it. Yeah, once bitten, twice shy.
Yes, exactly.
And unfortunately, that is the case with a lot of older gamers. I would have thought, like the younger generation will just fucking absorb this shit, and I think that's why they put them out year after year, because they know that they will have people doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
But like we just won't do it. I know I won't. I haven't bought one since Black Ops. What's the first one? And there's been 2 since then.
Yeah, there has been.
And then another 4 games on top of that.
Yeah. So what's your final thoughts What would you say to the developers, to the people that make the games, to the companies, the corporations, the shareholders? What would you say?
I would say make it about the players.
Yes.
Bring it back to the players. Listen to the players.
Yeah.
Back in like 2007 when 2007 when Halo 3 first come out, I've never felt the kind of excitement and kind of anticipation about a game and like that kind of build up about anything in regards to like any kind of video games. You just don't get that anymore at all. You just don't get it at all. And maybe because I'm older, and maybe some younger kids do get that, but there was so much community involvement that it was incomprehensible. Like I couldn't even imagine this game even coming out because it was that amazing. And it came out and it was like, this is the fucking best thing ever. I played that game with my friends for fucking years. And I still play it now. I've got it on Master Chief Collection. I'll still go back with my mate James on the Xbox and play it. And we'll fucking play Halo 3 and just crack on and have a good laugh. And it still stands the test of the time. It literally, it's aged fucking brilliantly. And it was pioneering for its time. And I'll always bring it back to Halo because that is the best game ever, and the best developer in regards to community involvement.
I agree.
It was revolutionary entirely.
So if you listen to that, Bungie, look back to your roots. Look back at what you did
Bring it back,
and
son.
make it best. And everyone else, take a hard look at the joy, the love that people had to be part of that video game, to be online, to finish that campaign on Legendary, to find all the skulls, to do all the things that were hard to do, to beat the game on Legendary with all the active skulls. That was the challenge that we loved to do. That brought us together as gamers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And look, to follow on from that, you've got the fan bases now. You've got the fucking millions and probably billions of people all over the world who play your games anyway.
Yeah.
Stop using them people as cash cows. They'll still buy the game. Bring out fucking games that you actually took pleasure in making that aren't literally like you're slaving over just to get it out by a Q4 the next year.
Well, Bungie have broken the Activision shackles recently, haven't they? So obviously they were bowing and sucking the dick of Activision, their master lords, and now they're free. So here's the Bungie 3.
Bungie 3?
Oh, fucking Destiny. Fuck you all. You know exactly what I was talking
pussy
about. You massive puss. Destiny 3. I'm feeling it, man. You feeling it?
Mate, I never played the first or second. Look, if you can convince me to have a go on the first or second, I'll do it.
Hey, Master Chief Collection's coming out on the 3rd. I'll be with you online. Cross-play platform, man.
We did not even get a chance to speak about Halo Infinite trailer. Just quickly before we end.
Go on.
Did you see the trailer?
I did see the trailer.
With the Mexican geezer in obviously in a spaceship. What do you mean, hey?
Say? Mexican? Nah, yeah, you're right.
I mean, he's Mexican.
Yeah, he was. He was. That's who he was.
Did you see that?
I did, yeah. When he was floating in space, I don't know why he was. He wiped the screen.
Mate, and then like,
oh, no. Ding-a-ling. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Fuck me.
Little dick was going.
Oh, yeah. The tiny little chat.
I didn't even know what was going on, and I still had a rock hard boner.
This is E3, what? E3 2018, I want to say it was. I don't think it was the latest one. No, it might have been.
No, it was. It was
2019, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, it was good, though. Yeah,
it was this year.
That was a fucking good trailer.
Yeah, it was a great trailer. Yeah.
It's like before, they've always tried to, especially with the Halo 4 and 5, where we said about going Call of Duty-ish. Like, the trailers, they never cared about the story.
Well, they made the Chief bulky again.
This is it. And he's a fucking unit again.
His armor. Apparently, I like the fucking space rhinos. What was that about, man? It looks sick as shit.
I know, man.
It looks like it's going to be an open world.
It does.
Halo
Bungie going back to their roots. Do you remember Halo 1 was supposed to be an RTS?
It was originally, it was supposed to be an RTS, and then it was going to be an MMO, and they ended up making it a first-person shooter, which I think was the right decision.
Oh,
I think
definitely.
What they done was perfect. If I could change anything in history, it'd be nothing. You know, what they did was gold. Apart from that one mission in Halo 3 with the flood, I'd make that shorter. Way too long. Way too boring.
What, the one when you're in the ship?
Yes.
In High Charity?
That's it. When you're in the crashed High Charity. Yeah, way too long. Way too boring. Fucking hated it.
That was a shit mission. Playing that on Legendary, mate, I swear. I just did it the other day with me mate.
I had fever dreams about it, mate. Do you know what I mean? It was the fucking worst. But that would be the only thing that I gotta say to change it. Aside from that,
other than that, perfect.
You were
perfection.
beautiful. You were perfect. I love you. I miss you. Please come back to me, Bungie. You were the best thing that ever happened.
Exactly.
Fuck Destiny, man. It's fucking
Yeah,
horseshit.
you shit the bed on that one, but we still love you.
Shit the bed massively. Either fucking give up now. Stop selling DLC for 30 to 40 quid a piece. You fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And make
Do it
Destiny 3 the game that it was supposed to be. And everyone else, keep doing what CD Projekt did. It was perfect.
Yeah,
but that's us
I think
ignorant
that's time to wrap
professionals.
up now, mate.
That's time to wrap up. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what's that, hour and a half? I think that's...
I think we're roughly around that point. Yeah.
People are probably fucking bored of us by now, mate.
You're probably stopped listening about 40 minutes ago. It's just me listening to this all over again. Wanking to the sound of my own voice. Sounds perfect.
Amen, brother.
The next one, I think we're going to get a bit more political, but we have no idea.
Let's do
we'll
it.
see what we get there.
We'll see what happens.
Have a good one. Peace out.
Peace.
Drop the mic. That was good. Right.